We are sitting on gold, and yet we are poor. We've been talking about value addition. Cote d'Ivoire is setting up money, funds, to value addition to their cocoa beans. How many pounds of beans has this government transformed since it's been talking all over the globe about value addition? We are rich, we are sitting. What have we done to change this? You know, it's not just talk. People write speeches for the president, he reads them. There should be around the president an executing capacity that takes the talk into planned actions and then implement them.
And that is missing?
It's missing. Doesn't exist.
It's just talk?
Ghana beyond it. What have we been transforming? Free senior high school. I asked at the beginning, how are we financing this? Oh, even if we took 1% of GDP is not your disposable income. Ask cabinet to produce for you the press 5-page document that they prepared and approved for the free school senior high education. The children are not being fed. Headmasters talk, they are being victimized. This IMF program gave us an opportunity to sit back to review all these programs.
Flagship, they call them.
So that we see whether we can do it or not. You know, IMF said, cut expenditure. They did not say, go and give a haircut to domestic bond holders. You know, when the IMF says, cut your spending, IMF will not tell you to do something that is unconstitutional or unlawful. Why did we want to put all the burden on this young Attorney General, who is the only one who has the courage and the professional competence to do his job, by saying what this debt exchange or operation, this bankruptcy, the way you want to go about it, is unconstitutional, it's unlawful. Isn't our president a lawyer? He didn't know that. Members of the cabinet didn't know that. Parliament doesn't know that. Every Ghanaian who is in public life, including you, the press, must know that the 1992 Constitution, one of its pillars, is frowning on retroactive laws. If I have earned interest on government bonds, to tell me you are taking it, it's forfeiting my past earnings. It's unlawful. It's unconstitutional. So we have to go back. I'm sure the IMF is not asking us. They ask us, cut expenditure. And we are there saying, we are still going to build the cathedral. In all the president travels around the world and here, has he met 3 Ghanaians who have told they have no place to play to their God, no place of worship? We are plenty. Why is it a priority? Cut expenditure. This is the time for our Ghanaians to sit and cut our expenditure to fix our revenue.
So if I hear you clearly, you are in principle completely against the debt exchange program. But you must admit that after the IMF came in and they did a debt sustainability analysis, it had become evidently clear that our debts were unsustainable, and so we needed to restructure them. And that's how come government has come up with this whole idea of a debt exchange program, which obviously must have taken lessons from other countries like Jamaica. Let me just read to you government's revised debt exchange program, and the concluding part of it, where the finance minister says, "We are acutely aware of the upfront cost of the transaction and other aspects of our adjustment program. To participating holders, I beg your pardon. To that end, we are carving out from this exchange treasury bills typically held by retail investors. Further, there's also a positive trade-off for debt holders as a group. This transaction, through resulting in reduced coupon payments from 2023, will make a positive contribution to a safer and a brighter future for all Ghanaians." This is Ken Ofereta suggesting to us that we should all come on board and help government to restructure its debts.
Look, to me, for this government to allow Ken Ofereta to sit in front of Ghanaians to make this proposal It's what an Englishman will call God, and what the Yiddish will say chutzpah. You know what chutzpah is? Somebody who kills his father and mother, and then is being sentenced to death, and pleads for leniency on grounds of being an orphan. Now, who calls up? You know, they say, cut your expenditure. If Ken was genuine, when the Attorney General came with this legal opinion, which in the Commonwealth has the force of a High Court order, he would have taken this document and gone to the IMF. If indeed is the IMF telling him to do that, I can't do it, it's unlawful, it's unconstitutional. You know, we say cut your expenditure. Ken is saying, okay, let's do this program. It's badly thought out, not thought through carefully now.
How do you say so?
I'm saying so because it is. You know, he says short term, this debt exchange program is like a time bomb that Ken is putting under this economy. For the next 30, 40 years, we are going to suffer from it. It's a time bomb because he's squeezing billions of cedis from this economy. This economy cannot grow. You know, and government instruments, T-bills, and government bonds are risk-free. They've been risk-free
Since I was a child. Since I was a child. Since I was a child. I've always known that.
Free.
Yeah.
And that is why insurance companies,
Banks.
companies, and then banks are mandated. They don't invest in those things
Because they want to, as a matter of law.
As a matter of law, invest in it because they are risk-free. Ken Oforiatta has the unenviable reputation now of going down in our history as the one who declared...
Under whose tenure? Under whose tenure?
Yeah, will go down as the one who made government bonds not risk-free. He will go down as the only Minister for Finance who has led this country into bankruptcy. That's where we are. And to me, for him to be the one saying, do this, do that, that's God. Look, this is not the first time. After the Second World War, the British government had dared to restructure. Every patriotic British agreed. We won't collect interest on it. They call it consul. And if my memory serves me right, the consul, the last payment of the principal, was done in about 1970 something. People were proud to have given. I would have been proud as a Ghanaian to contribute. But I will not contribute 1 person.
Why?
To Ken Oforiatta. Ken Oforiatta leading this, he led it into the gutter.
He says, let me